So hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all staying well and safe. I've got an unboxing to do. This one came from Germany. So let's take a look at what's inside. There it is, my new F15 Eagle 64mm EDF jet. This could well be my first or my second EDF. I don't include the shark because that's just got to be weird. Sharky McSharkface. It is an EDF. It is 64mm, but is it a plane? Not really, it's a shark. So either this one or the Vampire. Will be my first. Let's see what it looks like out of the box. Wow, well I really packed that in, haven't I? I'll get all the parts out, lay them out, and then we'll go through them. There are all the bits laid out. We will take a look at all of these bits closer, but just to point them out, we have the fuselage here, which is all one piece. We have the nose cone. This is the horizontal stabilizer on one side, and there's another horizontal stabilizer here. Here's a vertical stabilizer, and here's a vertical stabilizer. I should add that the horizontal stabilizers have elevators attached. The vertical stabilizers do not have rudders, they're just vertical stabilizers. We have the wing, right and left wing, with ailerons. And then here we have the goodies. We've got the undercarriage, we've got a goodie bag, we've got the carbon fibre rod, and some stickers, and of course the manual. So if we look at the undercarriage, they're actually just solid wire undercarriage. Quite small tyres, must be 1 inch maybe. 1.75 actually, bigger than I thought. They screw on, you just push those into an area and screw a plate over them. They're not unlike the undercarriage on the 800mm Warbirds. I don't know if I'll be using them. This thing is supposed to hand launch really easily and belly land quite easily. So I might not use those. Carbon spar. Just a bunch of no step stickers. And I believe this grey and white are for the servo connectors on the ailerons. Where the servos connect into the fuselage, I think you then cover them up with these. Well, the goodie bag hasn't got much in it at all. It's got a bind plug, 2 push rods, 2 plastic covers for your undercarriage, and some 2mm hex screws, and some tiny little other screws. That's it. The instruction manual, as with all Horizon Hobby stuff, is extremely detailed. Got your part count, high-low rates, instructions, pictorial instructions on how to fit things and how to assemble, what bits you need to glue, what bits you don't need to glue. Different binding methods, because it will depend on whether you bought a bind and fly or the other type. I bought the bind and fly basic, so it comes with its own receiver. And how to select, safe select and different modes. Centre of gravity, 88mm from the leading edge at the root. Bit of information about an EDF. Not having ever had one, I might read this bit. And the reason it's so thick is it comes in different languages. So I've got Italian, French, German and English. It's got one of the wings. Wow. That's impressive. I mean, if you look at the grey here, you wouldn't even think that was foam. Wow. Tiny wings though. But what can we say about the wings? Well, they're all there. Extremely well made. Looks great. They've got a big plastic piece here, which looks as though it might take an attachment so you can screw the wing in. 2 points. Place for your carbon spar. Here's the connection point for the servo. And a little aileron. Yeah, very nice. Stickers already on. Take a look at the next one. Okay. Servo already installed. These are plastic mounts for your fuel tanks and rockets. The rockets glue onto the fuel tank mount on these little connection points here and here. But this whole thing actually slides, if I get it the right way, actually slides onto the wing. I think that's the way it goes. It might not be, might be the other way. And with the missiles on either side, you can actually take the whole cluster off by just sliding it. Yeah, it's definitely the right way. They just glue on to the fuel tank on the sides, but they're begging to be painted. So they'll be painted up. That's the type of thing I like messing around with. This is the vertical stabilizer. Decals or stickers already applied. That's very good. No rudder. Lots of panel lines, so if you wanted to cut a rudder out and make your own, you could. This little thing is the horizontal stabilizer and elevator. Horns already attached. Oh, that's quite good. Goes straight through and a screw goes through on the top of the plate. Foam hinge, but it looks laminated, so it'll have some durability. Let's quickly check this one. I know it's on a servo. Yeah, that's pretty free moving as well. Interesting thing, it's not hinged in the middle, it's hinged at the bottom, so it has a lot more down movement than it does up, so it looks like they're differential ailerons. We have the nose cone. Magnet, so it looks as though it's just popped on with a magnet. I suppose that's so when you're putting it in the car you can pop that off, which makes it a little bit easier to travel so you're not poking it into things. And it looks as though it's got a reinforced plastic tip. And no doubt that can be a spare part anyway. So if you bust your nose off, you just buy a new one. Here is the main beast. There's the fan unit down there. So take a quick look over it. Lots of detail, lots of panel detail on this. Don't know if I can get it on the camera, but it's covered in oodles of panel lines. ESC tucked away inside this covering, this plastic covering, just there. And the EDF unit is under here. Now, I've seen that these can suddenly start making a horrendous noise coming from the EDF unit. And what it is the EDF units have stickers on them for E-flite and Horizon Hobby. And they're stuck on the motor, and the motor spins. And over time, gradually you'll be flying and the sticker peels away. And at such a high revolutions, it's whacking around on the inside of here. So what I've had recommended to me is that this plastic covering can actually be gently peeled away. You can disconnect the EDF unit then. Unscrew these two, pull this wedge out, and the motor's just under here, and you can peel the sticker off the motor. So I will be doing that as part of the build process or the assembly process. Here's the cable that goes into the receiver, place for the spar. These wings butt up here, there's no locking, interlocking, they just butt up flat, then screw in. I don't know if it calls for it, but I'll probably think about either gluing or adding some pegs. Got some holes here, and that's for the vertical stabilizer to peg into when you glue it in. On the underside, where they've left the paint off, that's where the horizontal stabilizer glues. But the peg here doesn't go into it. So it is literally just butted up against that. So I might look at doing some cocktail stick pegging. I might look at pinning it with some cocktail sticks, let's put it that way. Oh dear, I love the camo scheme. Some people hate it, I actually quite like it. Let's see what we've got under the hood, if I can get that off. Yeah, very narrow, very thin and narrow. So I've got my receiver here because I bought it with an AS3X safe receiver. It's got all the wires coming up through the front part. So this is where the battery goes, and there's loads of cables in here, my god. Don't like the EC3 connectors, so that'll have to be changed for an XT60. But it does look as though you just shove your battery there. There's a bit of Velcro there. And this part is just nothing. So that's going to be really interesting. 3 or 4 cell battery. I've got some 4 cells coming from Hobby King. That should work well in here. 2200 4 cells. There's the wing. I can't believe that you just do that. You must glue it. Maybe not. I shall find out later. Put that down there. Yeah, so there it is. The F15 Eagle 64mm EDF with safe and AS3X. It's called Safe Select because you can turn it on and off. I never thought I'd enter into the world of EDFs. I love my prop planes. That very short period of flying Sharky McSharkface has totally changed my view on them. I'm looking forward to learning and having new experiences and probably several crashes with EDF jets going forward. So I've got this one. What else have I got? I've got the Vampire. I've got Sharky McSharkface. I've got this real old thing that I'd had in the cellar for a long time. I'm going to get that out and take a look at it. We'll make a video when I do. I used to have it as a static display. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Click the like button. I don't get anything for it. It's just nice to know that people are doing it, because none of my videos are monetized. That's not why I do this. I don't make a penny from it, and I don't ask for a penny from anyone. So just enjoy the videos, and I'll see you on another video, which is coming up shortly, because I've got another unboxing to do. Oh my god. In fact, I'll tell the truth, I've got another 3 unboxings to do. But thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay well. Cheers.